tuning for this one here, EAD, and kind of fun. Get to do some xylophone interpretation. I don't know if I've ever done that before, maybe. Been a while at least. So with this, intro xylophone riff, and this carries over into the verses as well. Come up a little bit high here on the high E string, kind of in this 10-12 area, and I kind of break it down into like the 4 little bits, I guess. The first one, we just do 10, 12, 8. All right, and then we go back, we go 10, 10, 12, 10, a little quicker, and then 10, 8. Okay. Third bit here, come back to 10s, we go 10E, 10B, 10E, 12E. We just kind of let that hang. And then we finish it with 10B, 10E, 10E, 12, 10E, 10E, then go 13, 10B. Okay, so try it all slowly here. Alright, so if you want to get down with that xylophone, that's what's happening there. The recorded guitar isn't really like, strumming away on chords or anything. It's just kind of doing these cool like slides. I will show you the chords though for the verse if you want to just, strum chords for this. So as far as the recorded guitar, it's all high E string here. Start here with the 3, slide that slowly up to 10. Okay, and like bit of reverb, some delay on there, just to kind of help the note sustain a little bit, maybe a little gain. Second one, we come up, we go 12, slide down to 8. Okay, back down to the 3, slide that up to 7. Alright, and then the last one, we go 8 down to 5. Alright, and those 4 slides just kind of cycle throughout the verse. And like I said, if you want to do just like some acoustic chords through this, trying to sing it or something like that, the basic chords you can mess with here, best as I can figure, we do an F6. So you can do this version here where you just kind of do like the F bar chord, but then just bring the pinky off of the D and just kind of mute it by lightly touching it with one of the fingers. And then we want this 3 on the B for that D note. And then from there, just go to an A minor, and I like to just kind of go down to the B because these are kind of the emphasis notes of kind of like the slide stuff that's going on. So we do an open A, 2D, 2G, 1B. All right, to a G. So just do like we're going to do a G open style here. So 3E, 2A, open D, G, B, and I just go down to the B string. And then go back to an F, and with this you can just do like the regular bar chord version and just kind of go down to the G. So we've got the 1E, 3 on the A and D and the 2G. Okay, so we're wanting that kind of dissension there. And if you don't like those voicings, like if the F bar chord's a problem for you, you can do other stuff like just come up high with it. Maybe walk it down to like a... Alright, check out different voicings for those chords if you want to play around with it. It's up to you. But that's kind of like the overall progression happening there. And then for the chorus, it feels kind of more like this is like just some overdriven bass doing most of the handiwork here. But I think if we just do some cool kind of compounded power chords, that sounds cool. The overall, like again, if you just want to do like an acoustic strumming thing or something like this is like an F to a brief G to an A minor, and then D minor to a brief G to an A minor. The G is kind of just like this transitional hit to the next chord, but for just, if you want to do like some overdriven power chords, which I think sounds cool, I like to do this compounded version just because it helps with, there's a little bit of like a hammer-on that's involved, and it sounds cooler, it kind of fills it out more. So I like to compound it with the F power chord up here. So we go 8 on the A, 10 on the D and G, but then I also add the 8 on the E for the extra kind of low compounded octave. And with this, we just kind of strum it like 5 times and just do a bit of a slide down to the G power chord, so 3E, 5A, and D. Like I said, this is just kind of like a one-hit transitional thing. Up to the A, so it's just the 5E, 7A, and D. Hit this, and there's maybe like a little hesitation you can do. Alright, and then just kind of strum it out about 5 times or so, maybe 6 times. And like I said, there are these little like hammer-ons that happen, so we're going to go from this A to a D, and basically we want to do, on the E string, do a 5-7 hammer-in. And that kind of leads us into the D power chord here. And like I said, compounding these with the E string just makes it easier, so you don't have to kind of like jump down a set after the thing. You just kind of keep your index finger there and then just kind of shift everything else. So it's that 5-7 hammer-on, and then down to the D power chord, the 5A, 7 on the D and G, and then just keep that 5E with it. Okay, makes it sound bigger and cooler anyway. So strum that out, about 4 or 5 times. Slide it out, kind of slide it out, because we're going to go back to that kind of one-hit transitional G power chord at the 3 and the 5s here, and then back to the A at the 5 and 7s, and just strum that out. And here's kind of where like the loop begins. And when we do that, we're going to go back to our F, compounded F here, the 8 with the 10s, but we want to do a little hammer-on there leading into it. So we do the 8 to 10 hammer-on on the E, and then back into the 8s with the 10s. So we'll try it all slowly, like from the start of it. So after that, a lot of the parts just kind of repeat, maybe more times than we've done before, but we'll see a lot of the stuff we've seen already, and after that, you should be all set.